Hi everyone, and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today we're going to have a True Crime Tuesday, and I want to go through the case of Elisa Lam. So Elisa Lam was an individual who in January of 2013 went missing after she was a visitor here in the United States and was visiting LA, and she was staying at the infamous Hotel Cecil in LA. Her case is quite odd in that she, oh my goodness gracious, in that she went, that she was there, she disappeared, and then, what is it, 3 weeks later, 2.5 weeks later, her naked body showed up in a water tank that was on top of the building. Following this finding, the LAPD did release CCTV footage, which was quite alarming, different, weird, and left a lot of people having lots of questions about what happened to Elisa Lam, and how did she end up in a water tank at the top of the building when all of the entrances to that part of the building are kind of locked off. So, excuse me. I want to just take a look here today, see what we can do. My intention here is to help figure out what's going on, what's information we can we can potentially have people look into, so we can bring closure to, or help try law enforcement bring closure to her family and figure out what happened to Elisa that night, and really help kind of put this case to rest. So, without further ado, goodness gracious. Just wanted to share, all information shared here today is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Everything stated, it will be my opinion, and it's not a fact. It's all psychic downloads. I'm just interpreting cards and what I'm seeing. So, sometimes I can, I am a medium, so sometimes I can hear and talk to people who have passed on. So, whatever messages I have coming through, I do plan on trying to conveying. So, without further ado, let's give this a shot. I tried filming this video once already today, and let me tell you, it is a roller coaster of emotions here with Elisa and just this case. So just to start things off, the first few things that pop into my head immediately are, I have two names. One is Brad or Bradley, and then the other one is Sydney. So those are two names that have popped up here with this case. And then at the end of my last take of this video, so I have, with other people and other clients, as well as experiences of my own, I have definitely, sometimes you can take on the effects, or as a physical medium, you can take on the effects of people, of what they kind of went through at the time of their passing. And at the end of that video, which I had to just stop because I could not, my brain was just shutting down. It felt I would not doubt if there was some sort of drug use, allegedly conspiracy, whatever, that was potentially going on at this time with Elisa, just because it's not a feeling I get very often, and it's one that was really powerful, I believe, that night. Not this night that she disappeared, but I think in the following days after her alleged disappearance, where things were going on. So, without further ado, what I really want to look at first here is just the timeline of everything, because I find the timeline to be odd, to say the least. So, I want to see what we're going to be. I want to see, why was she going to LA? So, Queen of Swords, the Magician, reversed, and the Lovers. So she was going there to meet someone, it feels like. Did she want to go there? Yes. Do I believe that she was kind of lured there more than just invited there? Yes. The reason why I say that is this Magician card is reversed. The Magician card reversed really makes me think of like the person of like Dr. Facilier, I believe is his name, from Disney's Princess and the Frog, a con man, essentially, where it's like, you want to see your wildest riches and dreams come true? I can make them all come true. Just come with me. And he might have done this under the pretense of like, I'm your friend. I love you. Oh, we're gonna try different and new experiences together. And that's kind of like getting her to go to LA. With the Queen of Swords here, I think he was able to play both sides. A little bit of a con man, a little bit of a straight shooter, and a little bit of conveying like his love or like the promises of love and a new beginning and all this, that, and the other thing. So that's what I'm kind of feeling the going to LA, and like leading up to like her going. While she was in LA, the Three of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Justice card. Okay, so kind of like in LA, like leading up to before she disappeared. So a heartbreak. So I'm wondering if the person that she was supposed to meet there ghosted her in some way, shape, or form. With the Justice card reversed, it's like, oh, like you were supposed to meet me here. And it's like, no, I really wasn't. I was just trying to get you to come here and maybe give me money and or something. Six of Pentacles is an equal opportunity of exchange of goods or services. So like I'm wondering if she like met up with the person, they did the deed or whatever they were supposed to do, and then this person just bailed on her. Is what it kind of feels. It's like, we were supposed to do all these things, we were supposed to do this and do that, and like we were supposed to have a fun time, and then it's like, yeah, no, I just got you here for the one thing that I wanted. Maybe they did some squeaking on the bed with the springs going eek eek eek, whatever. That's what I'm kind of feeling here. And then with like the Three of Swords, it's like left in heartbreak. So for her, like that's like kind of going, that's like while she's in LA before this whole thing before she kind of disappeared. So, or the last night she was allegedly seen. So I'm going to put those up a little bit. Next, I want to let's look into the night of January 31st, which was the name or the time, or like the allegedly the last date that she was seen alive within the Cecil Hotel. Death. Okay. We have the Death card, the Wheel of Fortune, Three of Cups. Well, she was with a group of people, it looks like. Maybe she was trying something different, but bad luck, bad opportunity, the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Death card. So, definitely feels like that's the night that, like, death occurred. I mean, death can be very literal in this sense. Wheel of Fortune reversed is all about, like, bad luck, bad opportunities. So, like, probably, like, something that just got out of hand. The Three of Cups. I see this as like a party, a get together that she was probably a part of, and things just got out of hand. Going back to the initial references before, where I was like, and maybe at like this party there was like illegal substances that she was trying out for the first time. I do believe that she was on medication for mental health. I'm not sure which one it was, so I'm not going to guess. Because I can't remember what they said in the documentary, but I do believe that she was on some sort of medication that night, or medication that for mental health. So maybe that actually the medicate, or like the paraphernalia that she was taking, illegal substances that she was taking that night, was messing with her meds. So very, very interesting there. So my question is then, okay, so this is like that night. So like what happened between that night then and the time when she was found? Like how did she essentially get up into that tank? Is really what it's feeling. The Ten of Swords, Temperance, Five of Pentacles. She wasn't running away, per se. She was... Feels like something freaked her out and she left, or like... She freaked out, felt betrayed, got a bad feeling of some sort. I think with herself, and she left. She's under the influence of, like, it's not that she's under the influence, like she's leaving of some sort. She's looking for a different place to go. I wonder if like she was hanging out with like two friends, and then they decided to, like, I don't know, start like doing it on the couch or the bed, and she's like, you know what, I don't want to be here. I don't really want to deal with that. And like, so she left to go look for someone new or something to do. But then like in this between like kind of leading up to that time into where she was found, it's like she left. She got like backstabbed, betrayed, but like also the Temperance card is like, I'm gonna go find something different. Then we have the World, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Cups. Interesting. Did she run into someone that night that was just having a bad night? It's kind of what it feels like. It's like bad luck, bad opportunity. With that Wheel of Fortune, bad luck, bad opportunity. There was like a fight or a scuffle of some sort. A male or just a really overly emotional person. The World here makes me think that it's like very circular. I'm wondering if this is someone who is just visiting that night. Who is maybe like with the Knight of Cups, this could also be someone who's drunk, maybe, question mark? Or drinking a lot. Interesting. It's like run into someone. Okay, so there's the Chariot, which is the halt in progress. King of Pentacles coming in. The Emperor. The Seven of Pentacles, so not getting away with something. She ran into someone that she shouldn't have that night. Or like it's a bad luck, bad opportunity. Like it's just bad luck. It was like timing. It was like divine timing. She was leaving the room because she didn't want to be around two people who were going at it. And so she ran into someone. They were just having a bad night, it feels like. And it's like they have a history potentially of like drinking or overindulging and then getting into fights with people, and it just feels really circular. Very like lots of like this is something that's happened more than once. And then here with the Chariot reverse, the King of Pentacles, the Emperor, and then the Seven of Pentacles, it's like shit. I did it again. I can't run away from this one. King of Pentacles has to come, like a King of Pentacles person or Emperor is kind of like coming in and being like, okay, where can my money be used? Where can I influence power? Can't get away with like the debt. Like we can't just like make the thing disappear, or make this incident disappear. So like we can't get away with it. So like what can we do to kind of make this essentially not have happened? Okay, interesting. She met with someone that night that it was a bad luck, bad opportunity. Just so much bad luck. Okay, so what I want to actually look at next is I want to look at the CCTV footage and see what's going on with that CCTV footage. Because that CCTV footage was really, really interesting. It had a lot of questions. A lot of people were like, what kind of jump cuts? Like, why is she looking in and out of the elevator so much? Like, is she hiding from someone? Is this just edited to make it look like that? Like, what's going on? There's a lot of questions around the CCTV footage. So, So, okay. So what's going on with the CCTV footage? Ace of Pentacles. There's money behind it. The Fool. Nine of Wands. They're hiding something. Someone put a lot of money to make, I think, Elisa look like a fool or naive, or they made this. What's going on with the CCTV footage essentially is that they're hiding stuff. They're hiding the true intentions. There was a lot of money put behind it to make things look like they aren't. They make people look kind of like silly or foolish. To not be really taken seriously is really what I'm feeling here with this CCTV footage. We have the Three of Wands, we have the Empress, and then we also have the Nine of Swords. So, like, with the Nine of Swords, it's like, there's a lot. It's like, shut your eyes and whatever's hanging. Because if you can, like, look in this card, the Nine of Wands, you see this person, like, hanging out outside the window. And it looks like they're just hanging there. Hanging out out there. And this makes me like, you saw something, but you need to close your eyes. I want to misdirect or plan something different, and we're going to, like, someone who's like the Empress here is like, we cannot have you like, we don't care about this, like, we have to, like, plan something different. What? Queen of Swords reversed, Ten of Pentacles reversed, and the Two of Swords. Okay. This feels like someone... So, like, there's a thing with Elisa that happened. And then, like, someone came in afterwards and kind of, like, switched everything up, right? We see a lot of money, making things look like they aren't. We have to hide things, like, close your eyes, little one. We have to plan this out. There's the Queen of Swords, which is, I'm thinking, like, misguided, like, this is misdirection. Ten of Pentacles is, like, for me, it's a community card. So it's like extended family, internet people, like, it's the internet communities. But then we also have the Two of Swords here. It's like we're making a decision to essentially misdirect away from something. This makes me feel like there was two things going on in the hotel that night. Two things that shouldn't, like, one was like Elisa's case, and then there was like another thing on top of it that was going on that night that they were trying to cover up. And because of money, power, and influence, they were able to cover up this other thing, but in the process, they covered up what happened to Elisa. And they could not, like, they're like, this is for the greater good. We can't care about the one when we need to protect our own asses, is what it really does feel like here. So my question is, why the H2O tank? Or, like, what led to going to the H2O tank? Or the water tank, I should say, on the top of the building. Like, how? Like, just why? Why there? Like, why did they, or well, how did this, like, did Elisa go up there herself? Was this planned? Was this someone else kind of trying to do something? Okay. So why the water tank, essentially? Why do they... Three of Pentacles. The Hermit. Knight of Swords. Eight of Cups. Nine of Pentacles. The Star. In my opinion, I don't think that she got there by herself. Put something up there. Okay, yeah. I don't believe that she got there by herself. Why she was in the water tank, it was a split-second decision made out of panic and not wanting to tell anyone. So we have the Three of Pentacles here, the Hermit, and then the Knight of Swords. This was just a panic. It's like, shit, something happened. She was like, I don't know if it was like an OD or if it's like she took something that she didn't and it like reacted really badly with her. But like what I'm really feeling here is that like something happened that I think might have been, like, I'm not sure if it was accidental or planned or whatever, but like this really does feel that like something happened. We can't tell anyone. We got to keep this really, really secret. They panic about it. They're like, we got to walk away from the situation, but like, where can we, like, we can't just go leave her outside. There's cameras everywhere. Like, we got to figure out what to do here. We can't let anyone know. Like, we need to hide this. Hide. And with the Queen of Wands here, I'm wondering if this is like a female's idea to like, okay, like, we'll figure something out. We just gotta hide her. We gotta walk away from this situation. Because, like, I'm seeing there's definitely probably, there's more than one person here. Like, I wouldn't, for me, this feels like this isn't a case of, like, murder. More like, indecent disposal of a body or mishandling of a corpse. Allegedly conspiracy, whatever, is kind of the, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, like, what I'm kind of feeling here with this. And, like, why the water tank? I mean, maybe the actual, like, death wasn't, like, supposed to be, like, I don't know. I can look into the occurrence of how or when she died. Yeah, I can look into that. Like, because was it foul play or not? Like, let's take a look at that. Was it foul play or not? Or was it accidental? I think they ruled it accidental, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So was this foul play or not? Page of Wands, the Lovers, Knight of Pentacles. No, this wasn't intentional. I don't think it was intentional. Wasn't intentional. I think it was a complete accident in what happened. Was there someone else involved? Yes. Were they like... Was there someone else involved? Yeah. What is it, like, they, like, put her hands on her and, like, ended her life? No. Because with the Lovers card here, it's like she's with someone else. Like, Page of Wands reverse, it's like passions. Knight of Pentacles, it's like a very steady individual that she's with. But it feels like they can fly off the handle if like things go their, like, don't go their way. Very like stable but unstable, it feels like. Yeah. Four of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Moon. Yeah. This person who she was with is not who they said they were. The Lovers cards, the Ace of Swords reversed, like, I think it's like feeding her one narrative, but in reality it's a different narrative. And then the Four of Cups reversed and the Page of Wands, it's like she's trying something new but she isn't liking it. I'm wondering, like, allegedly, if this is like she met up, like, okay, so she left the room and she, like, left the room because the roommates were getting their jiggy on or something. And, like, she met up with someone who seems like a pretty decent person, met up with them, went and they did stuff, like, or they went and they, like, they're like, you know what, like, she got, like, talking to someone, and then, like, they're like, well, I'll invite you back to my room. They get it, like, they start trying to get it on, and then, like, when they do, it's, like, what she was expecting versus what actually happened, or was happening, was two completely different things. So it's, like, almost like, say you have a safe word, you say the safe word, and the person doesn't stop. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. When it comes to, like, what was happening for her. Like I said, I don't think it was intentional, but, like, it was a consequence of what kind of happened. Yeah, she should not have trusted this person. And, like, I also have been, like, I've seen glimpses of, like, threesome. So I'm not sure if that was something, like, that was even discussed, or, like, whatever, but, like, that was another thing that I've been kind of, like, picking up, like, I've just been, like, seeing a little bit. So I'm, like, wondering if that was, like, the first thing that was gonna happen. And she's like, nah, I'm not really that interested, and left. And she met up with another person that was just not good. That kind of and took it over the edge. And then, like, this person's able to get away with it because something else was happening in the building that night. That made it so that, like, the CCTV footage that we have is not going to be reliable. So I want to look at so the last two questions I have here are, I want to look at, one, the manager at that time, as there were a lot of questions, I think, from the documentary that came out on the manager, because they did interview her, and everyone was like, the manager knows something, and I'm like, probably. But I just want to see what her energy is, and what everything kind of looks like with her. I think she's a pretty key individual to this entire case, as she knows more than anyone else. Okay, so let's look into that hotel manager. Five of Wands, Page of Swords, Ace of Swords. She won't ever say anything, and I think she regrets that she can't every day. So Five of Wands to me is, like, the beat yourself up on the inside card. Page of Swords is, in this case for me, kind of like, I didn't see anything, so I can't say anything, kind of card, where it's like, I'm not saying anything. And then the Ace of Swords is like, I have to deflect misguided aggressions, manipulative words, or, like, lying. In this case, I think she kicks herself because she has to do it, I think, to save her own skin. Yeah, like the Three of Swords, she does not want, like, she aches that she can't say anything. Yeah, and then here with the Queen of Cups and then the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like the initial energy of this person is that, like, she would want to say anything, but she is, like, scared shitless. But also, like, she kind of has to kind of, like, protect her own skin, in this case. But I do feel that she if this case would ever get solved, it would be from her, because I think she knows everything that happened that night, whether or not that she was involved with. Yeah. And this is a really interesting observation I had with this deck. So if you look at this Queen of Pentacles, she is all bloodied up. I wish this would focus a little bit more, but she is all bloodied up. She has got cuts, bruises on her face, her hair, all around her. She I think was told to not say anything, threatened, and like, she was busted up and told to shut her mouth and not say a damn word. Because what happened, like, there was two things that happened that night, and if one thing got out, the other thing will get out. So, like, honestly, I think she regrets that she can't say anything, but she's so scared to say anything. I'm very sorry for her. As I think this case, I think, eats her up. Keeps her up at night, as well. So here's a pretty kind person underneath all of it. Okay. So next I just want to look at kind of what is the future for this case, and what are we kind of going to be seeing here. Will we see a change for Elisa and her case? Will we get justice for her? Will this case be solved? Will this case be solved? Four of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. More work needs to be done, I think, in regards to the Cecil Hotel. More work needs to get put into this case, if it would. But I do think that there is a really weird thing going on here with this in the case of, yeah, there's that case. Gosh darn it all. Yeah. So what I'm seeing here is this case has the opportunity to be solved. And I think it actually comes from another case that the LAPD is working on. Not in the Cecil Hotel, but in like an adjacent building or in an adjacent place or in a different location. So I'm wondering if the actual raw CCTV footage was copied or the originals were taken and the old ones were given to the hotel to use. And the originals are somewhere yet. Because we have the Wheel of Fortune is here. There's evidence out there. It's a needle in the haystack, but there's evidence out there that just, like, that can be found. With the King of Pentacles here, it's like, the king holds all the cards, it feels like in this case, but this person's house of cards feels like it's crumbling. Their home is crumbling. The Death card here reversed, it's still death, in death and rebirth. In this case, it could be like holding on to an old way of thinking, and then with the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Wands here, there's definitely someone who holds information. I wouldn't doubt if they still have tapes somewhere or they're threatening with tapes. But if it definitely feels like there's someone here who knows all the information, and when the time is right, feels like they would step forward. This isn't a no, but I feel like this is still a little ways away. I think this King of Pentacles house needs to still keep crumbling. As this case might actually get added onto something different. Or different, like, this case doesn't get added on, but, like, the information is found out through like a different crime. That's what it really feels like here for me. It's like we're waiting for the right opportunity to come forward because we're still scared of this person over here, but, like, I'm getting to the point of, like, I really don't care anymore. And here's the Tower card. And the Page of Cups. Yeah, someone's getting ready to spill, I think, on this case. I wouldn't doubt within the next 2-3 years if we might hear something, as of the time of recording this in December of 2023. But, like, someone's house of cards is crumbling. Someone who, like, was involved here, like, their house is crumbling. Like, this, like, it's not just this one death that comes forward. Like, there's a multitude of different things this shady person has kind of done. This is just one of many. Someone's looking to spill. And then here with the Tower, this is something that that's been prevented for a while. But, like, this person, it feels like, who has this information and who's ready to talk about it. Like, they're getting to the point of, like, I'm ready to tell the story here of what actually happened. Yeah, anything else here? Yeah, the Two of Pentacles reversed to all of it. There's a lot, I think, going on right now, and this is just not on the forefront of this person who's ready to kind of spill the beans. But I do think they will once the dust settles a little bit. Because I think they're trying to just protect their own self right now. So yeah, and they're gonna be playing a different role. So I'm wondering if they're currently, whoever did this, like, this is someone around them. This is someone around this person who ended up doing it or had like a part of it. And then at the bottom of the tea leaf was the handshake. And then I also see a woman dealing with a relationship with a woman. So I think it would be a woman who would be coming forward. It's someone who I don't think who has been connected to this case currently. And they're just playing a different role in all of this than what we might have like originally imagined. I'm wondering if this will end up being someone who was like there that night and kind of like just saw something, but like in reality I do think this is someone who's maybe more on that back end of the cleanup aspect instead of the act of Elisa passing on. So with that, that's all I have here today for Elisa Lam. If you liked this video, or you have suggestions for other ones you would like to see, please leave them down in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please leave a like on the like button down below. Smash it. Have a fun time. And then if you want to see other videos like this, I try and do true crime readings every Tuesday, and then I do pick a cards every Friday, and then I do other readings on other days for people in pop culture, YouTubers, people on TikTok, and just I think I'm also going to start doing some stuff with like, let's look at some urban legends like El Dorado. Who thinks El Dorado might be something who we just haven't found yet? So I wanted to just, if you are interested in any of those types of readings, please hit the subscribe button as I'm trying to grow my channel here. And with that, I want to give you a huge thank you for sticking with me here to the end of the video. And I hope wherever you are, day or night, that you have a great rest of it. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Thank you!